Robert Anton Wilson, please.
Spectacles, testicles, brandy, cigars. You're all popes. You're all absolutely infallible. I have the authority to appoint anybody a Discordian pope because I'm a Discordian pope. The first rule after you become a Discordian pope is to excommunicate every Discordian pope you meet. This is based on the basic Discordian principle: we Discordians must stick apart.
The Discordian Society, as some of you may know, is based on henotheism, which is a bit of a novelty in the modern world because we've all been conditioned by 2,000 years of monotheism. There are some pagans trying to revive polytheism. You must have heard of them. Henotheism does not claim there's only one God, and it doesn't insist that they all have to be treated equally. Henotheism says there's lots of them, but pick out the one you like best for yourself. And we Discordians picked out Eris, who is the... Hail, Eris! Right on. She's the ancient Greek goddess of chaos, confusion, discord, bureaucracy, and international relations. And the Discordian religion, as I said, is the only true religion. We can demonstrate that it's true with 5 proofs. The first proof is just look around and see how much chaos there is. Where did all this chaos come from? There's a lot of smart aleck atheists around who say this chaos just happened. But I don't think all this chaos could just happen. Somebody had to put it here. Who could have done it? Well, the Greeks found out. God is a crazy woman, Eris. And then if you look around, what else do you find after chaos? You find discord. Everybody is arguing with their family every time they get together. Business companies, they spend all their time arguing about policy. You go into your bank, you get into an argument about the overdraft. So chaos, discord, she's the chick what done it all. And what comes after chaos and discord? Confusion. And if you weren't confused, what would you be doing here tonight? All of these things, it's on a scale. It moves upward. You start with chaos, and that leads to discord, and discord leads to confusion. And then the next step is bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is the 4th stage of chaos. And look at how much bureaucracy there is these days. You travel from one country to another, and you spend most of your time filling out forms and checking through customs regulations and so on. And the 5th stage of chaos is international relations. And that is the highest degree of chaos. Can you imagine how people would treat somebody who, if somebody on your street started acting toward the rest of the street the way governments act toward one another? You'd all call the police and have them carted off to the bin. And so international relations is the highest form of chaos. And therefore, since I've now given you 5 proofs that Eris is the one divinity that really explains the universe, I might as well admit that actually I'm an agnostic myself. I just think Eris is a convenient metaphor. But on the other hand, all there is metaphor anyway. Every word I speak is metaphor. You can't use language without using metaphor. We need one metaphor or another. And so this way we rope in the sentimental agnostics, you see. Okay, you don't have to believe in Eris literally. We don't claim there's some great big goddess up there in the sky. That's just a metaphor. But you got to understand the meaning behind the metaphor. Then we use a few quotes from T.S. Eliot out of context, and we convince everybody that it makes perfect sense to worship Eris even if she doesn't exist. We've learned a lot from the Anglicans. I don't mean to put down the Church of England. I love it. It's, as Trollope said, it's the only church in the world that interferes neither with your politics nor your religion.
Discordians don't have dogmas, which are absolute beliefs. We have katmas, which are relative meta-beliefs. And the central Discordian katma is any affirmation is true in some sense, false in some sense, meaningless in some sense, true and false in some sense, true and meaningless in some sense, false and meaningless in some sense, and true and false and meaningless in some sense. And if you repeat this 666 times, you will achieve supreme enlightenment in some sense. There are approximately 12 million Discordian popes now. Originally, Balaclips the Younger, the founder of Discordianism, had cards printed, and he'd just hand them out to everybody he met, making them popes. And then I printed the Pope card in the Illuminatus trilogy, But then I was living in Ireland, and the Pope came to Phoenix Park and announced, the guy who thinks he's the only Pope, he announced that bishops could give indulgences over television, which was a new thing in Catholic doctrine. And I got the idea, well, if they can do indulgences on television, I can do pontifications. And so instead of giving out cards, every time I got on radio or television, I made the whole audience popes. Eventually, we'll make every man, woman, and child on this planet a pope.
Most religious people take themselves too damn seriously, which is why they act like such damn fools. I'm using the word damn deliberately for the paradoxical effect. Like, I'm also a Buddhist, a Taoist, and a Confucian, as well as a Discordian, a Subgenius, and a witch. I will officially announce that everybody in this room is now a Discordian Pope, just like me. Testicles, brandy, cigars. Testicles, brandy, cigars. You are all absolutely infallible and don't take crap from anybody. Okay.